it's me, Wilma Fingerdoo, with another product that is desperate for drag queen approval, and it is the PLouise Does It Come in Pink palette. Now this palette, if you're saying, I've never seen that before, Wilma Fingerdoo, where did you get that? I got it out of the PLouise budget box for August. It arrived in September, like literally the other day, and now I have it. There were some other items in there that I'll be talking about on a different video, but for this one, as I pick my nose, I wanted to talk about this palette. Now, this came in the budget box. I didn't realize that it was going to be in the, I had no interest in buying the budget box until I saw a teaser for the budget box. I'm obsessed with pink eyeshadow. I don't know what it is. I'm not good at it. I really struggle with it. I'm getting better at it. But this palette just intrigued me. Now, PLouise has been going on a monochromatic palette journey. They had the Money Shot, which was all green. They had the World of Wonders, which was all purple. There's they have quite a couple of neutral palettes, and too many of you. And then their little love tapes. They have quite a few that are monochromatic from out of there, and they're all excellent. And I just have to say, I've never been disappointed with an eyeshadow palette from PLouise. There's been some products that they've released from time to time that I've been like, well, that was a bit of a dodge, but I'm never mad at it because at least they're trying. Do you know what I mean? I would much rather them fail at creating better than not try and have boring. So yay for PLouise. So if you want to see what I think of this palette and all its deliciousness as I put it on this face for this look, well, stay tuned by all means. So here I am, fresh face suet pudding, ready for the pretty. And this time the pretty is, does that come in pink? Now, I'm just going to sit here and say, can we all just enjoy this for just half a second? This lovely, thin, sleek, minimalist profile of a PLouise palette. Normally, they're 4 times as wide. It's unnecessary. It's ridiculous. Now, I will say this palette does only have 32 shades. Normally, with the big, huge monstrosities in the double drawers, there's 3,000 shades. And really, at what point does it all become redundant? But this size, I just love it. This is very rare for PLouise. I'm hoping that there's a trend here. So what's been going on with PLouise, of course, as we all know, is their monochromatic shades. And this one is all pink. Now, I'm not a fan of pink. I just need to tell you, reds and pinks, and even bright oranges, like very bright, almost neon oranges, frighten me as far as makeup concerns go, because I'm not good with those shades. I'm good with the darker tones, blues and greens, excellent, no problem. Purple, not as good, but I'm there for it. But all of these red ones, and I'll tell you, sometimes when I'm going through the socials and I see a makeup look that catches my eye, it's always pink or orange or a mix of the two or some red in there, and I'm always just, ooh, look how they did that. I'm still having trouble. So when PLouise announced this was in her August budget box, I jumped on it. Now, can I also have a moment to say, I love that the PLouise company is sneak peeking the budget boxes. Before it was like a mystery box, but they called them budget boxes, but you never knew what you were going to get till you opened it, which made it a mystery box. And if you got a bunch of crap you didn't like, well, then that mystery box wasn't a budget. Do you know what I'm saying? If you get stuff that you're not going to use, then it's a waste anyway. And I just have to say that because I saw this palette in the August, July to August, I got this in September. In the August, it's terrible. They send out the month's budget box at the end of the month. So you get the August one in September, which is what this one is. And here is the palette. Let me just take the, oh, it's gone. So there's a huge mirror, as I'm not a big fan of a huge mirror. You heard me. I'm not beholding to, I have a lot of mirrors. I don't need one in my palette, but it's a good sized one. You're not going to go blind with it. And look at that. Now, first of all, I want to point out that there is not a black or a white, but look how deep this gets. This all looks very brown on camera, but quite frankly, this is a plum. This is a deep plum. This is just a warmer plum. Like, these are very nice deep tones. And I think with the way this is laid out, because it fades off to the lightest tones on this side, there's not many shimmers in here either. We have I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one here looks like a shimmer. I'm gonna swatch it in a second, but I can't tell if it's a satin or a shimmer. But let me just take these 5 pink shimmers. These are, I don't know how they're gonna go in my hand. This is the last one. They're not. I'm terrible at swatching. But oh, look at this one here. This one here is so sheer. That's a very good topper. I'm very excited for all of these. So the thing I love about this palette is that there's some really good pink tones in here, but there's also some good flesh. Like this would be very good for blushes. There's some contouring tones in here I think that would work. I'm going to do my eyebrows first with these because I think that there are some excellent tones for that as well. I mean, for a monochromatic palette, I feel like there's a lot of versatility in here. So we're just going to get through it right away, and I'm going to start with my eyebrows. I never do my eyebrows first, but I have been doing them lately, and I feel like it helps me do my eyes properly. I notice for me, anyway, for my drag makeup, I could be broader with my eye makeup. I feel like I come in short and it makes my face look narrow here, but like my features look narrow, but my face look wide, you know what I'm saying? So by doing my eyebrows first, I feel like I really draw the makeup out. So this is my absolute favorite. I'm going to show you on the back of here so you can see it. This is my favorite eyebrow brush. This is an MSQ brush I got off of Amazon. It came in a set. I don't know anything about it, but it's a very long angled brush. A lot of brush sets have this. A lot of brush companies, Morphe, Mac has great brushes. They're a little expensive. Morphe is always having a sale. Jessup brushes I love. Trixie has a really good angle brush in her collection. PLouise's brushes. You can't go wrong with PLouise brushes. So, lots of it there. So I'm not going to really, for the rest of the brush, I'm not really going to tell you the brand because I don't really know. I'm just going to tell you what kind it is, and you can do with what you are, because I think a lot of people get caught up. Unless I have a brush that I think needs to be called out for something specific. Now, I'm going to start pale, and I'm going to go with this color here. Outfit change. I'm just going to do my eyebrows. Now, I might go a little fast. I might speed over some of my eyebrow work or some of my makeup application because it's boring, but I'll come back to you guys if I do anything, if I say anything that I think needs to be said out loud. But I will say this. I love doing my eyebrows. I don't know why, but I love doing them, and I do them with multiple shades. I like to do like a lighter color in the front and ombre it out to a darker here. And I'll tell you why I do that. It makes the eyebrow look less flat. Okay, with the same brush, I am going to go into X's, which is this, I don't know, what do I call that, deep plumbing, mauve. And yes, that's how you say that word. So I don't know if you can see what I'm trying to do, but I'm doing the lower half of the eyebrow darker to give it the weight, like that there would be a shadow thrown by the structure of the brow from above. And I just fade it into the front. And now for the third color, I'm going to go into this one called Needed. And I'm just going to do the tail and a bit of under the arch and blend it into the front. And I'm using the same brush. It doesn't have to be a new brush. This is all going on the same layers, pardon me as I block you. There, I like that. Do the other side. So I'm going to clean up under the eyebrows. I'm just going to take, this is Krylon Super Color. It's just white. Nice little pot of clown white. And I'm taking a Trixie. This is a brush. This is a concealer brush from her Sweet Treats collection. There were 5 brushes, I think, in the collection. This was sent to me by Martha Grunwald. Cooey, Martha. And so what I'm doing is, because I really like this, it's a short bristled concealer, so it's really good for sculpting out shapes like under your eyebrows. So that's what I'm going to do now. And I'm just cleaning up what I've done. It's not a mess, really, but just let that arch know who's boss. So I've got a loaded brush. I just put the tip down next to my eyebrow line and then just go underneath it, drawing the bristles out, and then letting it go. Oh, that's pretty good. There we go. Just take your time. These are things that, trust me, it doesn't, not everyone can do them. Not everyone can do them right away. Some people never do them. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just brushwork, like just how you hold a brush and use it. You get better at it, or you at least learn what you're good at when you're doing it. Do you know what I mean? So now I'm just going to tap out that white just a little, just to blend it down and get it ready for my other makeup. And as you can see, I just tapped some of the white up into that brown, the eyebrows. So I'm just going to take my brush, which is still got product on it. I'm not adding, because the last product I added was the brown, the darkest. So this is perfect. There, just like that. Quick little fix. There we go. Eyebrows done, ready to go. For the makeup, I'm excited. Now, one of the tricks I found to doing pink makeup is to let the black from your eyeliner do most of the heavy lifting, i.e. the detail work. So I'm not going to worry about getting too dark a color. So I'm taking, this is just, let me show you here on the back of the brush. This is just a small smudging brush, packer, whatever you call it. It's short, slightly domed, stiff brushes. This is a great thing for doing, starting your crease or whatever. So I'm going to go into Wardrobe, which is this warmer plummy tone right here, wine color, I'm going to say. Call it wine, shall we? And so I'm going to do my eye crease with this. Ooh, this is nice. This is nice and dark. This is very pigmented, actually, I have to say. I wasn't sure what to expect. Reds and pinks and that are so hard as shades. And I think I am going to do a double cut crease today. Just decided it right now. I haven't done one in a while. Today's the day. And then I'm going to take just a short bristled blender, nothing spectacular. This is my Doe Color brush. It's just a, yeah, it's just a blender. Nothing on it. I'm just going to very gently just blend along the line. I'm not going to take it up. I'm not taking it down. I'm just going to blend it along. Just even out, draw it down the nose a bit, start all that process. Yeah, that's great. Whew. I'm not saying that other PLouise products don't do this, but this is just lovely, the way this one's working anyway. Clueless here. This is just a very berry. I just think it's deep enough from this one to be a good blend. So we're going to go with Clueless. Is that right? Clueless pink. Just going to take another smudger. Doesn't matter. Again, doesn't matter. I'm going to just pack this in right. Oh, look at that. Shut up. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but wow. That is something to see. I'm going to take another blending brush. Just, got away from me. I'm going to take another blending brush and nothing on it, just clean. It doesn't matter what kind. And I'm just going to, again, back and forth this color. I'm going to do a slight circle, but mostly back and forth. I just want to start to blend this color out. I don't want to bring it down into the purple I just put down. I want to kind of bring it up. Taking that first brush and I'm going back into wardrobe. And I'm going to concentrate this out here. Just these are blending beautifully. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here, but I'm not putting wardrobe all the way across that arch. I'm literally putting it right in the middle. And I'm blending it out to the other end. So I want the concentration of the color there, but I'm drawing it out this way into the socket. And then I'm drawing it out as well this way. So now I'm literally just going back and forth blending those two colors just to get a nice fade going. And now I'm just taking a big old fluffy blender and I'm going into It's Official, which is this on in person is a very candy pink Barbie pink. It's really, the camera lights aren't doing it any justice at all. And I'm just going to concentrate this out here and up here. And now I'm just going to take this very fine pencil brush. I mean, it's just very, very fine. And I'm going to go into, I don't know, let's go into Girl World. This color down here. I just want a little more depth in this crease. So I'm just going to put this on that and bring it in here. And then we can take any of our blender brushes from before and just help it along. I'm just taking that fluffy blender that we did Excellence on, and I'm just trying to get a little bit of that off with a just Kleenex. And then I'm going to go into Rosy Futures, which was my drag queen name in high school. To me, it's the lightest of the candy pinks, and I still want a lot of pink in this look. So I'm just putting this just on the outside edge and up into here just to get more of that pink happening. Right up into here, brightening all of this up. I think that's pretty good. I'm going to take my magic PLouise primer. Just squeeze a little bit of it on my hand. And I'm going to take that Trixie Mattel concealer brush again because I'm cutting my crease. Okay, so I'm going to take a PLouise E15, I think this is. Yes, an E15. It's an angled concealer type brush. And I'm going into the shade Clique, which is a topper shade. It's a very light pink. And this is one of the ones it just kind of shows up as a highlight. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, the same thing. This is very putty-like. It's I like it. Ooh, I dropped a bit. Okay, so I am going to take Suva. This is one of their cosmetics. They call them opaques. They're cosmetic paints. It's just a black. I've been having a lot of issue with eyeliner lately. I've just been not happy with the eyeliners I've been having, but I've been happier with things like this. Rude Cosmetics makes a beautiful black. So does PLouise. The PLouise one's very expensive, and you have to ship it overseas. Whereas Suva is Canadian, and I'm okay with that. So I'm just going to put it on this. I don't know what brush this is. But it says on it that it's a number 5835, and it's a blend E835, and it's an angled eyeliner. But I don't know what the company who made this was. But this is for eyeliner. It's very thin, very sharp angle. And so I put a little bit on my palette, and then I just grab it on the brush, and I just treat it like an eyeliner. It dries really well. There's no smudging. And this brush is great. It really allows me to get into the corner of my eye. And it dries down really fast. Just like I've just put it on, there's a little bit of transfer, but not like normal. Like normally when I have something like this, oh, the transfer is ridiculous. But the nice thing is you can set it with eyeshadow. So I just put a little bit. Come right to the side of this. Sorry, I keep blocking you guys. Sorry. Not bad. Do the other one. Okay, I'm taking my little nubbin of my milk. It's the NYX wide. It comes in white and black, and this is the white one, obviously. But I'm just going to use this to brighten up. I think this is a BH Cosmetics brush. I don't know. It's like a flat. I'm going to say it's like a concealer brush or something like that. I think it's mostly used for more wet products. I like to use these kind of flat brushes for shimmers. And I am going to go into Rumor Has It, which is this gorgeous russety, pinky. There's some purple and silver in here. And again, this is a very putty-like formula. I'm going to, for this first one, just give this a bit of a spray. I'm using the Rude Cosmetics Shine Control setting spray. It's pretty good. I like the mist. It's very fine. But I don't know if this needs this or not, but I'm putting this on top of the black. Oh, I'm sorry. That is so pigmented. Normally, I find it very hard to put glitters down, especially over a color. But look at that. Oh. Now, I'm not spraying any more on this. And it seems to be going down really, really well. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Just taking this beautiful powder brush. This is a PLouise brush. I'm sorry, I love it. I'm not making any, I'm not, well, I did make an apology, but I don't want to. Like, PLouise brushes are great. Sorry, there it is. Sorry, not sorry. I'll tell you what, I do not like this setting powder that I've been using. What is it called? It's cheap and I don't like it. It's supposed to be Julie Star setting powder. It's very white. I don't know if you can see it, but it really, in my opinion, just settles on my face like as white, and I hate it. And I can't seem to get it off once like it's not a good baking powder. I have to get, now I need setting powder. Ugh. All right. Now then, now that crap's off my face, I'm just going to take my setting spray. I like to do this. So I'm going to take that, it's called a small packer, but it looks like a concealer brush to me, BH Cosmetics. And I am going to go into Pink Culture, is what I think that's called. Pink Culture or Pink Couture? I think it's Pink Culture. Pink Culture makes more sense. Yeah, Pink Culture makes more sense. So I'm going to go into that with the other side of that flat concealer brush. I used the one side for this darker color on my lid. And now just in this area, I'm going to bring this color in to brighten it all up. Just like that. Bright and pink and fabulous and shut your face. So now I'm going to take some more of that clown white with that Trixie Mattel concealery brush thing. And now I'm going to clean up all the black that's happening in here. I'm just going to go into this mid-tone Obsessed just for the under eye. I just think this might be a nice color. And I'm taking one of those smudgers with one of the reds on it. I don't even have to add more because there's enough. One of the pink here. Just from here out. Just taking that very thin angle brush and some more of that Suva black just to do my under eye here. Well, I think that that is about it for the eyes for this palette. So I'm just going to do my contour, do my blush, put on a wig and an outfit, and I will be right back. It'll be fabulous. Don't miss a thing. Oh. And this is the look, done and dusted. Now to finish this look off, of course, I always use my PLouise Deepest Dark two-toned bronzer palette, but I use this for contour because it's nice and cool and rich, and I really feel it gives me some good contour lines without being too harsh to look at. I also used, of course, my Gourmand Girls Bold and Brilliant highlighter palette. I'm panning this so hard. This is my favorite palette. I'm running out. I have no money to buy a new one, but Gourmand Girls, the best highlighter palette, Bold and Brilliant. Check it out, gourmand.com. I'll put a link down below. I also used some other PLouise products. This was something I gave a try at. This is a little complexion palette that I got. This has a blush and blush highlight, bronzer, and then another highlight. This is very nice gold highlight. I really like that. I think that's really, really gorgeous. Look how shiny. And then this pink is just lovely. I used both of these on here. I used some other products too. I finished out my blush with the Blend Bunnies Juicy Cheeks palette. I used mostly these two pinks on top up here, and this pink and this purple for contour and shadow in the back. I love that palette. Blend Bunnies, oh gosh. They also have a highlighter palette. I didn't use a highlighter palette today, but I do enjoy Blend Bunny. But we're not talking about Blend Bunny. We're talking about PLouise. This palette, as you can see, I had no problem with application. There was a lot of pigment. Almost every shade. I don't think there was any shade I put on, including the very lightest one, where I couldn't see it on my face. It blended all out to a dream. I think that it is excellent quality. There was no shade, no matter how dark I went or how light I went, that wouldn't blend into the shade next to it, which, again, it's hard. Now, maybe that's because these are all pink shades and they're all easy to blend. I don't know. But I had no problem with it either. I also used the shimmers on my eyelids, and you can see they're very shimmery. And I didn't use glue, didn't spray to put it on, and I don't think that I'm suffering at all. I don't know. I'm very, very impressed. I just have to say, I would definitely like to see more palettes like this from PLouise, meaning just simple. Just a simple palette, let the makeup speak for itself. I don't need some origami puzzle box that spits out different pans in different places for different reasons. I like this. This is good. Do I like it enough to give it drag queen approval? I am going to say, without hesitation, that PLouise's Does It Come in Pink is drag queen approved. At least by this drag queen. I think that this would be great on stage. I don't think there'd be a problem with it whatsoever. And I can't wait to do another look with it. Again, this is something that came in the budget box. So if you're looking for it, I don't know. I'm not sure. It doesn't sound like it'll be in the advent calendar if you're buying that, because the advent calendar is supposed to have no repeats in it whatsoever. And for the price they're asking for that big son of a gun, oh my God, they better not repeat anything. And there better not be any of those juice box lippy duos in there either. Those suck as well. But either way, I do highly approve this palette. If it does come out for sale, grab it. I bet you it'll be cheaper than the others too, because it's only 32 shades and it's not some weird show-off prize piece of a palette box. So there you go. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Also, if you'd like to support this channel, I have a thanks button just below this window where you can leave a tip or do, as well as a link in my description box down below. In the description box, I will put links to PLouise, the PLouise budget box, the Gourmand Girls Bold and Brilliant palette. I will even put a link to Blend Bunny's Juicy Cheeks palette, because these are all products that I highly recommend and have no trouble giving drag queen approval to, although I haven't done it officially with some of the others. I'm just saying. Until I actually throw the stamp on it, I don't know what to tell you. There you go. If you enjoyed this video but had trouble keeping up, or maybe I did something you weren't quite sure of how I did it, it was too fast for your eyes, please ask any question down below. I am not a professional makeup artist, but if I can help you make some decisions, or maybe you're having problems, I don't know, with anything. I couldn't even tell you what the problem would be, but I would be more than happy to help you with it, or look up a solution, or suggest somewhere else to get that solution. So please don't be shy. Absolutely ask me anything. And did I say like and subscribe? I think that's everything. Well, all that's left for me to do is to tell you to stay healthy, happy, and as beautiful as you feel on the inside. And until next time, this is me! Mwah! Seriously. Oh. Yeah, I don't mind the pink. Yeah, that's all right.